something that a lot of people would call a lead magnet, but I just want to show you how to create a digital asset that you can use to draw your perfect prospect to you and ultimately demonstrate to them that you can be of service to them. And if they realize that you can be of service to them, the flow from them becoming a prospect into a client is going to happen very naturally. So a lot of people struggle, a lot of coaches, consultants, and experts struggle when it comes to creating a lead magnet because they don't know what to create. They feel like it's going to take a tremendous amount of time and they're really not sure if it's going to be effective at all. So let's solve all of that right now. And I'm going to diagram it right here. I've got the glass board out, got the marker, and we're ready to go. So the first thing we need to do is we need to identify what your core service or core product is. Take a look at your year. Take a look at last year. Take a look at even just the first month from this year. And take a look at what service or product has generated the most income for you, has generated the most revenue. Have you been able to serve the most people with? What is that core offering of yours? So we'll call that your core offering. I'm going to visually represent that as like a pillar right here. So this is your core service or your core offering. Now, if you're like a coach or a consultant, then it's a service. If you're an entrepreneur, it might be a service, but it also could be a product. But whatever that is, that's what this is right here. And this is what generates your revenue. This is where most of your money comes from. So when you bring people into this core service, or when you sell this to people, or when you deliver this to people, it's almost always the case that your perfect prospect is going to know just enough about this before you start delivering it to make them that perfect prospect. They're going to have some base level of knowledge. Now, here's an example. I teach people how to grow their businesses using free posts in their social media news feeds. And so if I have a perfect prospect that comes to me, it's probably the case that they already know how to use Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and so on. If I have someone that comes to me that already knows how to do that, then they're a much better prospect for me. So think about your clients, think about the perfect clients and how they came to you. What did they know before starting with you that made them an optimized client or a better client for you? Did they know a little bit about your core service enough to realize that they need you to take them to a whole nother place with that? So whatever that information is, we'll represent that right up here. And this is their foundation knowledge, the pre-knowledge that they had. So we'll just represent that with the word pre. This is what they knew before you started working with them. This is what they knew that helped them realize that they needed you to help bring them to a whole new place with that. So this pre-information is something that you could very easily use to create a lead magnet. Okay, so you can take this pre-information and use it to create a lead magnet. Let me tell you what I mean. So my core service is teaching people how to grow their businesses with social media. A pre to that is someone who already knows a little bit about doing things on social media, like how to post, how to write just enough content to get the attention of their prospects. So if I could create a lead magnet that helps people be better at that, then they become a better prospect for me for my core services. So in my particular example, my core service is a 6-week program that teaches people how to grow their businesses on social media. Gets great response. You can see the testimonials everywhere. But I have a lead magnet that is a boot camp. That's a 4 or 5 module boot camp that goes through the basics or the foundations of using social media in your business. Because using social media in your business is vastly different than using it in your personal life. You need to do things differently. So by creating this boot camp, which is available for free, I can get people into this boot camp, and then they're going to have an experience. They're going to see what it's like to learn from me. They're going to get a tremendous amount of value. And then that's going to help them decide if my bigger program is right for them. I only want to bring people into this thing that it's right for, and you should do the same. You should only bring people in that you can truly service and get them great results. So you create a lead magnet based on the pre-information that they need coming into your core service, And that is helping educate your prospect into becoming actually becoming a better client. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So your lead magnet should have some characteristics. It should be quick to consume. So in my case, it's a boot camp, which is like 4 or 5 videos that are between 5 and 15 minutes. So they're very punchy, very easy to consume. They should have impact, so that the people who are consuming your lead magnet are getting immediate results from it. They're not having to work for it. They're not having to wait long amounts of time before they get those results. So quick for them to consume. They should have, it should have immediate impact, and it should be packed with value. That's one of the biggest problems that we see is with lead magnets, is that they're vapid. They just don't have a lot of information in them. When you come into my boot camp, it is like a full-fledged course. And people always say to me, I can't believe how much I learned in your free course. Well, it stands to reason that if you're learning a lot in my free course, you're going to learn a whole lot more in my paid course. So again, I'm helping my prospects be smarter, which is then helping them become a better client for me. Okay, and you can do the same. So these are the things that we want in a lead magnet. Now, you don't have to create a course. You don't have to create a boot camp or even a video for your lead magnet. Your lead magnet can be a one-on-one meeting with you. It could be something very simple like that, one-on-one. It could be a PDF, which is in the form of a guide or a checklist. Or it could be a video. That's a no. Now, you've heard me say that, my boot camp is five videos long or so. It doesn't have to be that long. I just wanted to make mine that long. I can produce these things rapidly because it's what I do all day long. But you could produce one video, one 5-minute video that fulfills these 3 things and offer it as a lead magnet that is the pre-information that your perfect prospect needs for when they want to engage in your core service. And now you have this beautiful system that's all working together to bring people in who are unknown to you, give them a ton of value with whatever it is that you choose to make, and ultimately positions them to becoming a really great client for you. And that's what we all want, is great clients. Because when you have great clients, you have great reviews, you have people talking about you in a great way, and your business grows. And that's what we want. We want your business to grow. So here's the big takeaway. Think about your core service. Think about what you wish your perfect prospect would know coming into your core service. Create a lead magnet that teaches that is in the form of a PDF, a guide, a checklist, or a video. Offer it through social media, offer it for free, and make sure it is quick, impactful, and full of value. And you are going to see people flocking to this and ultimately filling up your business for your core service, okay? So if you got something out of this, I wanna know what your biggest takeaway was. If you could let me know down below what your biggest takeaway from this video was. And just let me know if you like this, even just with a quick like or a love. That's gonna help me know that this kind of information is valuable and that I can put more of this out. And I like to do things like this as often as I can to help you out. All right, so drop me a comment below. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was. Show me a like, show me a little bit of love to let me know that you enjoyed this. And until we speak again, it's Chris Prouty signing off.